budget bets. Here's how we did last week. Welcome back, low rollers, to Low Budget Bets. I'm Ray. Dean couldn't make it. We had some scheduling conflicts, couldn't work it out, but he'll be back next week, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm excited for Wildcard weekend. I know you are too. Let's get to the picks. Game number one, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 3-point favorites, traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. We all know the only reason why the Texans are in the playoffs is because they played against the Colts, Jaguars, and Titans twice this year. Congratulations on winning the putrid AFC South Texans. Your reward, taking on the hottest team in football that runs dink and dunk screens and short slants that are a perfect counter to your defense, that has good corners and a great four-man pass rush. I still think the stadium will be rocking, though, and DeAndre Hopkins will make some plays, so it won't be a runaway. My prediction for the game, Chiefs 24, Texans 20. Take the Chiefs to cover the 3 points. Game number two, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 3-point favorites, traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. I really like this game more when Pittsburgh was 2.5-point favorites as opposed to 3-point favorites, but nevertheless, the Steelers always find ways to win games like this, and you low rollers know that the Bengals always find ways to lose games like this. Andy Dalton's hurt. A.J. McCarron will step in and play poorly for him. It'll be like the orange musket never left, I'm sure. Pittsburgh defense, not that great, but all they have to do is load 8 men in the box on first and second down, and then on third and long, double team A.J. Green, and they'll win the game. I do think the Bengals will put up a fight and get pressure on Big Ben at times to prevent a blowout, though. My prediction for the game would be Steelers 31, Bengals 24. Take the Steelers to cover the 3 points. All right, game number three, we got the Seattle Seahawks, who are 5.5-point favorites, traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. The Seahawks have been playing extremely well down the stretch, finding ways to overcome injuries on the offensive side of the ball. Their defense has returned to championship form, finishing the season number one overall in points allowed, allowing just 17.3 points a game. Seattle's also already went to Minnesota and put a whooping on the Vikings, beating them 38-7 in Week 13. However, the Vikings are coming off a huge convincing win over the Packers last week, giving them a ton of confidence going into this matchup against the Seahawks. It looks like the game's going to be around 10 degrees below zero with wind chill at kickoff for this game. I'm getting cold just thinking about it. I think even the Seahawks defense will be worn down and, quite frankly, a little scared to tackle Adrian Peterson in those types of conditions by the time the fourth quarter rolls around. My prediction for the game, Seattle 16, Minnesota 13. Take the Vikings in the points, but unfortunately I think the Seahawks are still going to win. Game number four, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Washington to take on that team in Washington, who are somehow 1-point favorites. My oh my, what a difference a season makes. If you're going to tell me at the beginning of the season that the Packers were going to take on the team from Washington at any point, at any location, and the Packers wouldn't be favored, I would have called you an idiot. Well, today, I'm going to call everyone in Vegas idiots. There's no way that this dysfunctional team could possibly beat a Packers team that's struggled, but played in the NFC North, not the crappy NFC East. I think we all know, if Romo wasn't hurt, Washington wouldn't have won the division. If the Eagles had a competent head coach or quarterback this year, Washington would not have won the division. If the Giants had maybe Alabama's defense instead of the Giants' defense, Washington would not have won the division. Green Bay will win this game. My prediction for the game, Packers 27, Washington 24. Take the Packers to win the game. That's going to do it for the wild card weekend of low budget bets. I guess Dean will be back next week, and we can go over some of those low roller questions and Star Wars questions next week when he's back. I'm Ray, and I will see you next week on low budget bets. Bye.